Okay, let's dig into this. Today's deep dive is all about getting ready for the future of work, specifically, well, how we navigate it with AI in the mix.
And the way we're looking at it is pretty unique, actually. We've got these notes from a grandfather, someone really thinking hard about his grandkids' future.
Yeah, like what should they know? How can they prepare?
Exactly. He's sharing his thoughts, looking for some guidance himself. Yeah.
Right. So our goal here isn't just to like read his notes out. We want to really unpack the advice, the strategies, the educational ideas he's highlighting.
We're trying to get the gist of what skills, what kind of mindset he thinks is crucial for you to think about, given how much AI is changing things.
It's a really thoughtful perspective coming from someone caring about the next generation. This grandfather, Denny, he get us straight to some core ideas about AI's impact.
Mm-hmm. He starts with what he calls what to tell them.
And the first big one is embrace change and lifelong learning. I mean, he's basically saying AI isn't just arriving, it's constantly evolving. It's going to keep changing industries.
So his advice is fundamentally about mindset, isn't it? Stay curious, be adaptable.
Yeah, and commit to always learning, not just finishing school and being done. He says jobs will change, that's a given, but the people who keep learning, they're the ones who will be okay, who thrive even.
And I think it's interesting how he frames AI itself. His second point is AI is a tool, not a replacement.
Right, not just this job-killing machine.
Exactly. He sees it more like something that helps humans do their work better, makes us more capable. It doesn't eliminate the need for uniquely human skills.
Like what specifically?
Well, things like real creativity, emotional intelligence, complex critical thinking, stuff AI just can't do. Not really.
That shifts the focus, doesn't it? If AI takes over the simple stuff.
Then there's more space for us, which leads right into his third point. Focus on meaningful work.
Ah, okay, so pursue things you actually care about, things aligned with your values.
Precisely. Because as AI handles the routine, the jobs needing that human connection, or tackling really messy, complex problems, or driving genuine innovation, those are likely to be more in demand.
Makes sense.
And he doesn't stop there. He brings up the bigger picture, too. His fourth message is crucial. Ethics matter.
Okay, tell me more about that.
He stresses that as AI gets woven into everything, we'll desperately need people who understand the ethical side. Things like fairness, transparency.
The notes mention algorithmic bias. What's that about?
Yeah. That's basically when AI systems learn biases from the data they're trained on. So they might make unfair decisions, say, in hiring or loan applications, reflecting existing societal biases.
Oh, wow, okay.
So understanding that, knowing how to spot it or fix it, that's going to be a really important skill set. A growing field, frankly.
Okay, so that gives us the big picture mindset. But Denny's notes also get practical, right? There's a section on how they can prepare for the future. Let's get into those actionable steps.
Absolutely. This is the how-to. And it starts with something fundamental, build a growth mindset.
Meaning?
Meaning see challenges not as roadblocks, but as chances to learn and improve. Believing you can develop your abilities, that learning isn't just for kids. It's key for staying adaptable.
You can't just rely on what you already know.
Not in a world changing this fast. And speaking of change, the second step is pretty direct. Get hands-on with technology.
So everyone needs to become a coder.
Not necessarily a deep expert, no, but getting familiar with AI tools, maybe understanding basic coding concepts or how data analysis works, that gives you a huge advantage. It's about being comfortable with the tech, not afraid of it.
Demystifying it a bit.
Exactly. But, and this is really important, the third step balances that tech focus, develop soft skills.
The human stuff, communication, teamwork.
Empathy, collaboration, adaptability, all those things AI is, well, pretty bad at. He points out how vital these are in fields that rely on human interaction. Think leadership, healthcare, education, creative work.
Those become even more valuable if routine tasks are automated. Okay, what else?
This one's interesting. Explore entrepreneurship.
How does AI fit in there?
Well, AI can actually make it easier to start a business now. It lowers barriers. So the advice is to think creatively. How could you use AI tools to solve a problem? Maybe in healthcare diagnostics, or creating personalized learning tools, or finding sustainable solutions. AI is an enabler for new ideas.
Got it. Using the tools yourself.
Yeah. And finally, to tie it all together, the last step is stay informed about AI trends.
Keep learning, basically.
Keep learning about AI specifically. Follow reliable sources, maybe MIT Technology Review, or see what AI researchers are posting on places like X. Understand how it's actually changing the fields you care about. It's about staying aware.
Okay, mindset, personal actions. Now, what about school? Formal education. There's a whole section on what kind of education to focus on.
Right, and this part gets pretty detailed. It covers a mix of approaches, not just one path. It definitely emphasizes STEM fields, but with flexibility.
So not just any STEM.
No, STEM viewed through the lens of AI, obviously computer science and AI itself is huge.
Learning programming languages like Python or R, machine learning.
Exactly. And he includes a stat there from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, projecting something like 23% growth for software developers by 2032.
Wow, 23%. That's massive.
Yeah, and a lot of those jobs will involve AI directly. Then within STEM, he also points to engineering and robotics, especially focusing on automation, and foundational stuff like mathematics and statistics. They underpin everything in AI and data analysis.
But it's not all about pure tech, is it? The notes talk about interdisciplinary studies.
Yes, this is crucial for building those really valuable hybrid skill sets. The idea is combining AI knowledge with something else.
Like AI plus domain expertise.
Right. Pair AI skills with healthcare, maybe bioinformatics, or with business for AI-driven marketing, or environmental science using AI for climate models. It makes you incredibly versatile.
And the other way around, humanities plus tech.
Yeah, blending tech with psychology or sociology or ethics. That prepares you for roles in AI policy, user experience design, or working on making AI responsible and fair. Really important roles.
Okay. What about creative fields? Is AI just taking over there?
He addresses creative and human-centric fields. The message is that while AI tools are changing things, helping generate ideas, maybe human creativity is still the driver.
So fields like design, storytelling, music, they evolve with AI.
That seems to be the perspective. And similarly for fields like education and social work, they rely so much on empathy and human connection. AI can't replace that.
So training in those areas is still valuable, maybe learning how tech can support the human connection.
Exactly. And really importantly, beyond traditional degrees, the notes stress practical learning paths, college isn't the only way.
Right, like online courses and certifications. Platforms like Coursera, edX, Udacity for specific skills. Even free ones like Codecademy or Khan Academy to get started.
Very accessible. And also train in technical skills. Don't overlook vocational training. Things like cybersecurity, renewable energy tech, or even healthcare tech like analyzing medical images with AI, these can lead to great careers.
Good point.
And finally, apprenticeships and projects. Get hands-on experience, internships, hackathons, personal projects. Building a portfolio, say on GitHub if you're coding, that shows what you can do. That's powerful.
So a real mix of options there. Now, the notes also had some additional considerations and tackled worries head on.
Yeah, broader points. One is start early. Introduce kids to basic coding or robotics playfully, maybe with Scratch or Legos. For teens, maybe AI summer camps. Just get them exposed.
Makes sense. What else?
Thinking about resilience to automation. Which jobs are least likely to be automated? Usually those needing high creativity, complex problem solving, deep human interaction.
Like therapists, strategists, artists.
Right. Or roles that blend those human skills with tech know-how. He also mentions a global perspective. AI is everywhere, so understanding international markets, maybe learning another language that can open doors.
And a very practical one, financial literacy.
Yes. Understanding money management is crucial because AI will cause economic shifts, some uncertainty. Maybe think about side hustles using AI tools like content creation to add income streams.
Okay, now let's find about the worries. The notes directly address job disruption concerns.
They do, and they acknowledge it's a valid concern. Routine jobs, data entry, some manufacturing tasks, yeah, they face higher automation risks.
The notes mention a McKinsey study suggesting 20–30% of jobs could be automated by 2030.
That's the kind of figure you see, and it sounds scary. And the notes validate that fear, but then they immediately pivot.
To the idea that new jobs will appear.
Exactly. New roles centered around AI itself, building it, maintaining it, guiding its ethical use. The core message isn't fear, it's preparation, adaptability, getting those hybrid human tech skills, and just committing to lifelong learning. That's the path through the uncertainty.
And there was a really nice personal element at the end, too.
Yeah, the personal touch. Denny suggests sharing his own experience learning about AI, even as a retiree.
Kind of practicing what he preaches.
Absolutely. It shows it's possible at any age. He even suggests wording like, hey, I'm exploring this AI stuff to understand your world better. It's exciting and, honestly, pretty challenging sometimes. But you can do it too. Start small, stay curious, don't fear the change.
That's very relatable. Makes it less intimidating.
And he mentions maybe doing simple AI projects together, using free tools to look at data or make some digital art, making it tangible, less abstract.
So wrapping up this deep dive into Denny's notes for his grandkids, what are the big takeaways for you, the listener?
Well, it seems clear. Thriving in the AI era isn't just about tech skills. It's about blending those with your unique human abilities, creativity, empathy, critical thinking.
And it requires that commitment to continuous learning, right? Developing that growth mindset, seeing change as an opportunity, not just a threat.
Yeah, whether you're figuring out your own career path, thinking about education, guiding your kids, or just trying to understand where things are headed, this advice feels really relevant. It's a call to be proactive.
So here's something for you to chew on. If AI is increasingly handling routine tasks, how can you intentionally shape your own growth, your skills, your learning, your focus, not just to get by, but to actually use this shift to find deeper meaning and really thrive in the work of the future?